Golf Addicts DB here. It's the first look, it's the early values. First impressions, going to peruse the outright betting board for the Travelers Championship 2022 from TPC River Highlands. Just got back from Scotland, had a dream trip in Scotland. Absolutely must play. Recommend highly that you make the trip if you're a golf fan. It was spiritual on many levels. Sorry for the lack of complete content at the US Open or for the US Open. We got some stuff out there. The podcast was pretty good. We saw a lot of green screens, including Pat's brother. Shout out DirecTV Perry. Well, it took down the $200 single entry for 50K. Pretty nice return when you just spent $200 and then you win 50K. So solid. Actually, I think he spent 233. He also put a lineup in the $33 dog leg. Saw a lot of green screens. Saw a lot of good plays in the Nut Hut as well. This is the first look for the Travelers, though, because we got to move on. I'll recap the U.S. Open a little more on the podcast tonight, but it's presented to you tonight by our friends at Covers. Covers.com is where winning starts. Hopefully, you checked out the article there last week. Had some good picks over there. Our exclusive head-to-head betting matchups and top 20s over there at Covers drops every Tuesday. The only place you can get it, and the place where like 20 million sports bettors annually go to get information is on Covers. They've been doing it 25 years. We trust them. You should trust them. It's free. You don't have to pay for like almost anything on the website: podcasts, articles, tools, calculators, other resources, all there on Covers, and it's pretty much 98% free. So I don't know what you're doing. Listen, if you're watching live in the chat, you know how this works. This is what we do. Now, I open up DraftKings Sportsbook, I open up FanDuel Sportsbook, and then I rely on some folks in the chat to help me find better values on other books like MGM or Win or PointsBet or whatever. I'm going to open up the board. I'm going to go down and I'm going to talk about names that I like that kind of pop out to me for the Travelers Championship. And Mondays early is a great time to get some outright value. I think Mondays are the best day to probably go ahead and fire on some outrights, especially if weather doesn't look to be an issue. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and pull up Cromwell, Connecticut. Let's see, where the hell Cromwell, Connecticut is not pulling up all that easy. So let's see. But let me go to Windfinder here, because we got to make sure that that nothing shady's going on. I can't spell Connecticut. How do you? Okay, there we go. Thank you. Thank God for Google. You know what I mean? Thank God for Google. All right, it does appear that might get some showers. Who knows? Could get some showers for TPC River Highlands. It's a pretty short course anyway. Like it's gonna be short. So the showers, whatever. Let's see. Right outside of Hartford. Let's see about wind. Let me look up Hartford. Hartford, Connecticut. Here we go. Here we go. Thursday, maybe some showers in the morning. This is Monday early, so I mean, I wouldn't. This could definitely change. Wind is slowing down Thursday once the players start teeing off as well. Friday looks mild, no wind. Saturday looks pretty mild as well, no wind. So really, I mean, the course might be soft, primed, and ready to go. I could see the winning score here being somewhere between that 14 to 20 under. Harris English won in a marathon against Kramer Hickok or something last year at 13 under. It's a par 70. Pete Dye designed 6,800 yards, second shortest course on tour. Guys like Shestickle, Jordan Spieth, Russell Knox have won here. Short knockers. Kevin Streelman loves this place. Had him on the podcast earlier in the year. Said he loves this place. Mark Leishman, Stuart Sink love this place. They've all won. But then DJ, Bubba, and Phil have won here too. So some bombers. You can get a mixed bag here for sure. I think this is open to anybody who keeps it in the fairway. They're going to have a lot of wedges in, a lot of clubs less than 150, 160 into these greens, because you got two gettable par fives, you got two short, possibly drivable par fours with 8 other par fours under or between that 400 to 450 range. So not a lot of long irons coming into here unless you're going for it in 2 on these par fives. Plenty of wedges, a lot of short irons. The fairway's a little wider than average. The rough can be kind of penal at times, though. Guys will want to avoid that. And we hear from a lot of caddies that while this is a bent POA mix up in the Northeast, they roll like pure bent. They're very pure. All right, let's get to it. Let's open up the board here. So what I was going to say, the goal of these videos is that I get a gut reaction, numbers I think there's value on, and we kind of narrow it down. I'm gonna mention a lot of names, okay, because I'm working it through in my brain, saying it out loud. Doesn't mean every name I'm saying I'm gonna bet on, but there are names that I'm gonna go ahead and click and kind of put away, best numbers kind of thing. And maybe at the end, I usually try to summarize. Like, here's the ones that really stand out to me. So don't be the dickhole that gets in the comments and says, "You named every name. Go, what an idiot." Yeah, right. Don't be that guy. I think I ran him off last week, but I'm tired of that guy. Jeez. All right, here we go. Top of the board. We got a strong field here. Everybody on Twitter saying, Jay Monahan said, "Boys, you know, news team, assemble. Get to Cromwell. Do your thing. You can skip the John Deere, but get to Cromwell because as we all are expecting, it's going to be a dark week, I believe, as more players are going to jump ship and go to live, and it's just going to continue to fracture the whole golf world until something gives. So I we'll see what happens. I mean, people may be jumping ship now live while I'm doing this video. So it's going to get interesting, but there's a top end here at Cromwell that's pretty nice. Rory's back, Scheffler's back, JT, Patrick Cantlay, Sam Burns, Jordan Spieth, Xander Schauffele. That to me is kind of the top end of this board. Rory and Scotty are your 9-1 favorites on DraftKings. On FanDuel, Scotty and Rory and JT, all your favorites at 11-1. So if you like those shorter numbers, FanDuel giving you some help there. I likely won't be doing any of that. So let's see here. Patrick Cantlay's played well here, but he's never finished. I don't think he's ever finished a top 10 here. I could be wrong. I know he's played really, really well. Has he ever finished? No, he's never had a top 10 here. He shot a 60 here one time, but so did Mackenzie Hughes. Can't stand that guy. Um, what up, David Speaks? Producer Sam's up in here. Marcus Miklovich in here causing problems. What up, boys? Here we go. So no on any of those guys. Sam Burns at 18-1. I mean, listen, I'm always a Sam Burns guy. 18-1 on FanDuel as well. As Burns, let's see, what's Burns? Yeah, improved every time he's played this event. 43rd his first time, 24th in 2020, 13th in 2021. 18-1 best number I can see on him. That would be the first click in terms of good value, you know, and he's got that MFer in him. That dog bites you. He's got that in him. He did kind of fizzle on me on the weekend at the US Open. It really hurt my feelings. I had Sam on the betting card. I had Sam in DraftKings and DFS. I was really pulling for something and it just didn't happen. But he's still liable to get it done. Spieth at 20-1. How did Jordan Spieth get it around? He finished 37th at the US Open. And he actually gained strokes everywhere. He just didn't gain a lot of strokes everywhere. Like, he barely was in the positive on strokes gained off the tee. Approach was actually his best number, gained 0.83 strokes for the event off the tee. Still not putting great. I don't know if I love that in this possibly, kind of a birdie fest, but we know he loves this place, that's for sure. So Spieth is interesting at 20-1. I mean, he honestly is. Maybe people kind of 22-1 on FanDuel. Maybe people are kind of, eh, I don't know. I mean, obviously he's got all the history here. Let's see. This is the one where he chipped in on Berger, right? From the bunker, I believe. He had one in 2017, although he's not really done much here since then. That's kind of alarming. Travelers, yeah, one in 2017, 42nd miscut and 54th since then. And it's been really the ball striking at this place that's held him back. Hmm, interesting. But I mean, the ball striking and everything is really popping right now. Really, since he won the Heritage, he's continued to play quite well. So Spieth is interesting. 25-1 at MGM. Steve says, Steve's my guy. Steve's my shopping guy, my shopping buddy. Thank you. So maybe there. I don't know. I'm not clicking that one just yet. But maybe Spieth is interesting. I'm not betting Xander Schauffele. Forget you. Seamus Power at 28-1. Wow. I mean, it literally goes from Xander to Seamus. He's 48-1 on FanDuel. What what am I missing? He finished 12th at the US Open. I know that, but didn't he have a great Sunday? What did he do Sunday? Yeah, Sunday alone, he gained 2.34 strokes tee to green. I mean, that's kind of the softer condition day that like let everybody, kind of get in there a little bit that was, that maybe didn't have any business being in there. I mean, Seamus is a good player. Don't get me wrong. That is insane. He finished 19th here last year, um, 12th at the Open, ninth at the PGA, miscut at Memorial. Maybe he's just a big game hunter, huh? Maybe Seamus is turning into a big game hunter. 48-1 though is, I mean, that seems okay, and 50-1 on MGM says, YouTube Steve. So, man, 28-1? Is DraftKings smoking pot? Smoking the reefer? Keegan's 28-1. Why would you not bet Keegan at 28-1? Keegan's 41-1. I love Keegan here. Why would you not love Keegan here? Total, Northeast guy, as everybody knows. He's going to stick around up there. Played well at the U.S. Open. I knew he would. I knew he's going to play well at the U.S. Open. Got a good track record here. Although he's got 2 missed cuts here. Who cares? He's popped here before. What am I doing? You can't type in Bradley to find how he's done at this tournament. He's played here every year. He's played here since 2012. He's only missed the cut twice. It's the last 2 years. Big deal. Like BF, BFG. Big. That means big effing deal. But he's got a runner up in 2019, an eighth in 2017, tons of top 30s in there. Tends to all. I mean, like Keegan is a lock here at that FanDuel number. What's his MGM number there? Steve Dub. What's the Keegan? 41-1. I'm betting it. You guys know anyway. I'm a sucker for Keegan. I really am because he's just such a good ball striker, and all it takes is what did he do? How did he putt? How did he putt? He gained strokes putting, not very much. He gained strokes putting at Brookline. Gained 2.73 strokes on approach at Brookline. I believe that's good for numero uno in terms of approach play. Yes, it is. And actually, by a considerable amount over Scotty Scheffler and Hideki Matsuyama, who both finished 2.3 strokes on approach. Keegan 2.73. Like Keegan's just playing really well right now. He's got a ton of familiarity here. I don't know why you wouldn't bet Keegan. 35-1 on MGM. See, so FanDuel, you got to hit it now. I think you hit Keegan at 41-1 now. That's gonna get lower. So he's locked and loaded. Seamus at 48 or 50 on MGM is tempting enough. Kind of yeah. I mean, it's that. Let's just hold off on him. Sungjae. He's next on the list. Sungjae 35-1 on both FanDuel and DraftKings. Missed the cut. Disappointed. Let's see. I think he was like 29% owned in the $4,400 Millie Maker. Yikes! He disappointed a lot of people. Missed the cut on the number though. Shot +4. Had an off week with the irons. Did Sung Jae? Maybe he's not quite ready to win this week. Although Sung Jae could win any week. What are we talking about? Sung Jae could seriously win any week. 15th at the Schwab, 10th at Memorial. Missed the cut on the number at the U.S. Open. Like maybe is there better value than 35-1, 41-1? Steve says on Sung Jae. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like Sung Jae. I do. So 41-1, Sung Jae could definitely be in play. Neiman hurt my feelings quite a bit. Quite a bit. Now Neiman's got a top 5 here in 2019. Did miss the cut. No, he didn't miss the cut at the U.S. Open. He just bombed on the weekend. 47th at the U.S. Open, 3rd at Memorial, 23rd at the PGA. Like Neiman's really still striping it right now. Let's see how he played. What was his bugaboo here at Brookline? Yeah, I mean, did pretty much everything well. Putting and chipping was kind of sus. Putting was the worst, but I think that tends to be what he does, right? That's Joaquin Neiman. Although he's not a bad putter, he's just not a great putter. Neiman's still in play. Like he's just a dangerous man. He's a dangerous man. He's a dangerous vato, you know. He just is. Nick, we will get to Cam Davis, bro. Pump the brakes, homie. It's the Travelers. What are we doing? We're all moving slow. It's the week after the U.S. Open. I've been to Scotland. I played 153 holes of golf in 6 days. Okay, I'll get to Cam Davis. All right, 35-1. Steve sees Neiman. That's what he is on DK. Little word on the street on Harold Varner. Missed the cut at the U.S. Open. He's also here at 35-1 on DraftKings. He's battling a little illness right now. So I don't know. Maybe wait and see on HV3. Mito at 35-1. I mean, if I can get Mito at the same price I can get Neiman, I'm taking Neiman all day, every day. Brian Harmon, old cockbite at 40-1, had himself a little week going at the U.S. Open until the weekend came. He finished 43rd. but he did everything pretty well. Gain strokes, ball striking, despite being short off the tee. Harmon's a guy that, fits the profile for TPC River Highlands, and it shows. His history here is incredible for a guy who's never, I don't think he's ever, no, he's never won it. He's got a fifth, an eighth, a sixth, a third. Like, Harmon loves this place. Now, he's done a lot of damage putting here, that's for sure, but he's a good putter. Like, that's where he does a lot of his damage anyway. But this definitely fits the bill for Brian Harmon, and he's shown a lot of form here lately. I think he's in play. What's the best number for Harmon? 55 on FanDuel is the best number I see. Anybody else? Anybody else got Harmon at a better number? Um, 55 is in play. I like that for Harmon. So let's keep moving on. I mean, this field is. I'm telling you, it's not bad for a week after a major like this. This is not bad at all. Finau, I'm done with you right now. Brooks, you're garbage. Fleetwood, what the hell happened to Fleetwood? I had him. He was my one guy that missed the cut in my big DraftKings lineup. He just couldn't do it off the tee and approach. He shot 7 over through 2 days. He also sucked. Oh, I'm sorry. He sucked putting. That's not good. What the hell? Fleetwood's not winning his first event here. No, he's not. Okay, so what are we doing? Let's move on. That's the best. Okay, so Harmon 55 to 1's the best we've seen so far. So we're doing that. Fleetwood, I'm out. Henley, nah, probably not. Leishman kind of trending? Is Leash kind of sneakily trending? Finished third here last year. Let's see. Leash finished 14th at the US Open, 34th at the PGA Championship. Let's see how he got there at the US Open. Did everything pretty well. Didn't gain strokes off the tee. Don't love that. Let's look at Travelers for Leash. Played here every year since 2012. Has missed one cut. He's got a win in 2012, 11th, a ninth, a 17th, a 21st, and a third last year. Clearly something in the water for Leash in Cromwell. Leash at 66 to 1 on MGM, and he's 55 to 1 on FanDuel. So 66 to 1 on Leash if you like it. I don't know. Is he wow. Leishman may be a decent DraftKings play. I don't know if he's one I'm gonna click right now. I don't know if he's one I'm gonna click right now. I mean, 55 to 1 on FanDuel and 66 on MGM, so that's not like a shocking, like an alarming spread there that I feel like I have to jump on it right now. He may kind of hover around that number and stay there. So I might just wait on Leash. All right, let's keep looking here. Davis Riley, I'm telling y'all, man, Davis is an MFer. He might be a new. I mean, we've been saying it, right? Like Davis is. He's ready to go. This boy is ready to do something. 31st at the U.S. Open. Iron play continues to be pretty sharp. Has never played here, obviously. This is rookie year. But Davis Riley is just doing the daggum thing right now. And he's played a lot of golf. He took himself a week off at the RBC Canadian, but he's a young gun. If he were listening to the Tour Junkies podcast, he fast forwards through Nutrafol ads because he's got all the hair he needs. He's got hair and he's got sex drive and he's got general wellness because he's young. So, I mean, he can probably make it. He's probably going to be all right. I guarantee you he'll probably take the deer off. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he's going to keep rolling until he wins one. But Riley is definitely in play. What's the best number that we see for Riley? Davis Riley, the Davis man, Davis of the Davis variety. Oh, my. Am I scrolling? How far do I got to scroll on FanDuel to find Riley? This is looking interesting. Hold on. What? Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Control or Command F. There we go. Oh, 48 to 1 on FanDuel. I missed him. 48 to 1 on FanDuel, 50 to 1 on DraftKings, 50 to 1 on DK is the best number. That's a click. I mean, it's going to happen. I'm clicking it. Aaron Wise, I'm done with him for right now. I mean, dadgummit, he really hurt my feelings too. I had him in DraftKings. He did all right. He just kind of, he had a chance. He didn't have a great Sunday, obviously. What did he do on Sunday? Yeah, he lost the irons on Sunday pretty bad. Um, on his way to finishing T27. What's he, and I mean, obviously, this is a golf course that's going to take away your greatest weapon. One of your greatest weapons being distance advantage every week on the PGA Tour. But for Aaron, as this is not, I like him on. I like him on courses that reward distance and tend to be a little more difficult. He's a good scrambler, really underrated scrambler, good around the greens. That's not. I don't think that's something that you're gonna like have to have here. So I'm probably out. Denny McCarthy, 65 to 1 is DMAC. You know, DMAC had him a great weekend. 75 to 1 on FanDuel. Um, you know, let's see what he's done at TPC River Highlands. He has, oh, God dang it, that's the second time I've done that. Travelers, he's finished 73rd last year. Sounds smells like DFL, but he made the cut. Missed the cut in 2019, 47th in 2018, progressively worse. Doesn't That's kind of weird. It seems like a great Denny McCarthy golf course. How did he get it done this week? Why is Denny McCarthy suck here? This week, primarily did it with the flat stick, which is what he's gonna do. Hit the irons pretty good. That's encouraging. How's he been hitting the irons here? Let's see. Um, 'Cause he's probably gonna be popular in DFS. Obviously, that's not what we're talking about here. Gained 2.1 strokes at the Memorial with the irons, gained nearly 2 at the US Open. That's 2 consecutive positive weeks with the iron. Considering his putter, he's never won on the PGA Tour. He's got a bunch of top fives, handful of top fives. I don't know. Is Denny McCarthy going to win in this field? This is a better field than what we typically see. I don't think he is. Do you think he's going to win in this field? I don't think he is. We're not going to get guys on the Tour Junkies show. We're not going to get suckered into Denny McCarthy at 65 to 1. If he was 100 to 1, I'd bet him. We're not going to get suckered into Denny McCarthy this week. Okay, Scout's honor. Don't do it. Let's not be those guys. Oh, Seabez is back. Seabez is back. He's rested. This could be a Seabez course. Everybody's been waiting on that first victory from Seabez. 15th at the Schwab, 12th at the Byron Nelson. Like I've said about Seabez before, though, we've truly never seen him contend yet. We've never seen him get in the hunt truly late on a Sunday and have a chance. We just haven't seen it. So until that point, you're shorter than 100 to 1. I'm out. Keith Mitchell at 65. Hello, we might have to do one of those. He's never played well here before, but I mean, whatever. 7th at the RBC Canadian. Yeah, 2 missed cuts and a 56th here. Probably not. Let's just keep going. Cameron Triangle. Is he going to finally do it? God, Tringali, man, that guy. He's never played well here either. But let's see. He's Tringali. I can't spell. I came back from Scotland. I can't spell. 14th at the US Open. I want to spell everything in Gaelic, which just means like you just put letters together and say it different than it looks. Did his thing mainly on putting this week. No, I'm out. KH Lee, nah, Mav. A lot of you guys probably think, oh, DB's going to bet Mav. I'm not. All right. That's it. I'm not going to bet Mav. I'm just not. Jason Kokrak, no. Jason Day, maybe. No. Weber. What is Webb? We know Webb's not going to live, so that's good. Missed the cut on the number at the US Open. Webb's not going to live, so he's not dealing with all that distraction, I bet. Although his good buddy Bubba's probably going. I'm sure they're probably talking about it. Finished hasn't played here since 2018 when he missed the cut. Finished 8th in 2017. Finished 5th in 2013. I mean, it really does feel like a Webb course. Maybe he just hasn't come back here a lot because of the schedule, injury. I don't know. Um, you know, through the U.S. Open, including his miscut. He's been positive ball striking since the Heritage, and maybe since the Masters. I don't have those stats pulled up, but since the Heritage, strokes gained positive in the ball striking category since then. That's promising for Webb. You know, what's the best value on Webb? 80 to 1 on DraftKings. Where is he? 80 to 1 on DraftKings. Oh, I cannot spell. This is unbelievable. 65 to 1 on FanDuel. I mean, 80's tempting for Webb. We're just gonna see. Joel is 100 to 1. Joel's talking about, he's not gonna get to the golf course till late on Wednesday. He's gonna take some time. He's played it before. I mean, he knows the golf course, but I don't know. I don't like Joel coming off of a. I don't like Joel coming off of a T10 in a major. It's not ideal. So let's keep going. Is Harris English? No, I mean defending champ, recovering from injury. Did I think he did hit it pretty good, didn't he? At the U.S. Open, which is great. Finished 61st. I mean, hit his irons okay. That was it. We're not betting Harris English. Siwoo. This is not a Siwoo course. I don't believe, although it is a Pete Dye course, but I'm not doing it. No. Kisner. Oh, Kiz. I mean, it's kind of feels like it should be a Kisner course, but he's not hitting it. He's not. What's Kis? He finished fifth here last year, 15th in 2019. Obviously, it's a course I'm sure he shows up and thinks, yeah, I gotta do something here. I mean, maybe Kiz is in play. I don't. Producer Sam's asking about KH Lee. I mean, I don't hate KH Lee. Do we think KH Lee's gonna win again? Again? He finished 13th here in 2019. Obviously, I think he made the. I know he made the cut he finished 37th at the U.S. Open. Um, decent, uh, decent off the tee. We like that. Putting and approach play was kind of meh, but that's okay. I mean, Cage Lee could do it. What? I don't love it though. Like I just can't see Cage Lee winning again this season. I just find it hard. I find that hard to stomach. 125 to 1 on MGM. Cage Lee is. Well, that's kind of different. I mean, that's some value there. 75 to 1 on DraftKings, 90 to 1 on FanDuel. 125 to 1 is yeah. KH Lee 9 to 1 at FanDuel. Yeah. Actually, KH Lee at 125 to 1 on MGM should probably be clicked. I'm writing this down for myself. That should probably be clicked. If you want that, I think you go ahead and do that. I was on Kisner. What's the best number on Kisner that anybody can find? 100 to 1 here on DraftKings. He's 100 to 1 on FanDuel. I mean, let's see. Kisner. He's kind of, he's going to show up on courses that work out for him, right? Like, you know, he came up and won the Wyndham, finished 63rd at the WG St. Jude the week before, sucked at the Open the month before that. And then boom, a win, and then a missed cut at the Northern Trust on a course that doesn't suit him. So like he's gonna. I'm not worried about that necessarily for him. When he won the Charles Schwab, he was coming off of 56th and a missed cut. Wait a minute. Yeah. I don't know. Kiz intrigues me a little bit. 100 to 1 is the best number for Kiz. Maybe. I definitely don't think that number is going to get shorter though. So you could wait a little bit. I don't know. So I'm not super thrilled about that one. That one doesn't get me going. Brennan Todd. This is a Brennan Todd. Feels like a Brennan Todd place. What's he done here? Yeah, 11th and 30th. Recently, we've seen Todd contend 13th at the RBC, 3rd at the Charles Schwab. Todd could be in play. I don't think he didn't make. Yeah, he didn't make the cut, or he didn't make qualifying for the U.S. Open. Ball striking or iron play's been decent. Gonna hit fairways. Putter's been hot. What's the best number on Todd? Let's see. Brendan Todd on FanDuel. is 100 to 1, 100 to 1 on DraftKings. Yeah, Todd's interesting. I'm not like fired up about it, but it's getting there. CT Pan, mother F. I'm not doing that. God dang it. Matt Naismith, man, that kid. I feel like Naismith is starting to heat up and like get ready. Like his balls have kind of dropped. He's kind of finally realized like, hey, I'm probably good enough to belong out here. 37th at the U.S. Open, 37th at Jack's Place at Memorial. Um, tends to hit fairways and greens pretty well. Never made a cut here in 2 attempts, but primarily due to losing 8.4 strokes putting. That'll do it in two. God dang. You know how hard it is to lose 8.4 strokes in 4 rounds? You have to really try to do that. But actually, I mean, gain strokes, putting at the Schwab, at the Memorial, and let's see what he did. Naismith, and gain strokes putting here at Brookline. So 3 weeks in a row, he's at least been somewhat positive. Maybe he's loving some bent grass. Naismith 160 to 1 on FanDuel. I like that, honestly. I mean, I like that. Let's see. I might click Naismith. I mean, 160 to 1, that's a lot. That's feels like a nice bit of value there for a bomb. Okay. Johnny Vegas. No, I'm not getting suckered into Doug Gim again. Not Honor Bond. Oh my God, Ricky Fowler's 150 to 1. Jeez. I mean, what's Fowler? Why do we all just want Fowler to happen, don't we? Like we want him to win and then like not right off to live. Wait a minute, didn't he commit to live? Did he ever actually formally commit to live? Fowler played here back in 10 and 13. No, we're not betting Fowler. What am I doing? I've already spent way too much time. It was too much time on Fowler, and I apologize. Oh, is this an Adam Long track? Sahith, Hoagie. Hoagie at 150 to 1, I like. Cam D. I don't think I'm betting Cam D. Whoever it was asking about Cam D. I love Cam where he can unload and uncork driver. Um, Not saying, not saying long hitters obviously can win here. We've seen DJ and Bubba and Phil win here and do that. He is seemingly striking the irons well. Does tend to putt best on bent grass. What's his performance here been? Miscut in a 43rd. I mean, it's 150 to 1 and it's Cam Davis. I mean, I could bite. I could definitely bite. But it's not one that I like love to. I'm really excited to early click right now. Russell Knox at 200 to 1. I am a sucker for a lot of guys, and maybe you would say that Russell Knox is one of them, but 200 to 1 seems atrociously good value. Is that atrociously good? Anyway, he's 100 to 1 on FanDuel, 200 to 1 on DraftKings. Whoa. Steve Dubb, what do we got Russell Knox at on MGM? Because Russell Knox at 200 to 1 is faux show gonna be a click. Now he's sucked here the last couple of years, but let's take a look. I mean, it's just too good. One here in 2016, he's got a 13, a 21st in 2019. He's been a little sus lately. 6th at the Players, though. 7th at the Sony Open earlier this year, and a course that you don't have to hit it a mile. I mean, 200 to 1 is really damn good value. 125 is that right? 125 to 1 on MGM. Look at his what's his top? DraftKings has his top. I mean, if you just think DB Russell Knox ain't winning, stop it. Then let's after this, we're gonna go pop over and look at his top 20 number. That's very attractive. Austin Smotherman is another one I got my eye out on. Maybe he's not ready to win just yet, but he's one I'm looking at. That's probably it. Alex Small, no, Kevin Streelman. What do we do? Streelman loves this place. He circles it on his calendar. He told us about it on the podcast when we interviewed him. This is his place. Runner up here in 2020, 15th in 2019. Winner here in the past, but he's really in terrible, terrible form. Um, I mean, he's just not played good at all. But honestly, it hasn't been terrible ball striking. His putter's been dreadful. I guess he's trending very poorly with the flat stick. I don't know. I mean, I don't. I'm not. It's not like it's not like it's gonna get shorter. I mean, my God, nobody's gonna be really itching to pound Kevin Streelman in the outright look. So that's not happening. I don't know. Any other names you guys like in here? If not, I want to pop over to some top 20s, some bombs, because DraftKings does have top 20s up right now. Feel free to throw in any other names that you like, and then we're going to cut this off. I've gone way too long on this. I'll try to keep this to 30 minutes. What are we doing? All right, quick top 20 bombs that I am going to bet. The first one that gets my gander is not Xander. Oh, shit, where are they? Posting at 9-1. Um, where where's I was really hoping Knox would be like super long based on his outright odds. So Knox is 6-1. I mean, I love that. 6-1 top 20. Absolutely love that. Smotherman 6-1 top 20. I love that. Naismith 4-1 top 20. I love that. You If you want Cam Davis, he's 4-1 top 20. Beat Todd plus 330. I kind of like that. All right, so I mean, Sam Burns 18-1, Sung Jae 35, Riley 50. Those are guys I like. Knox at 200 because I'm a sucker for an outright on Knox. Keegan Bradley at 41-1 on FanDuel. Harmon at 55-1 on FanDuel. Naismith at 160-1 on FanDuel. KH Lee at 125-1 on BetMGM. What else we got, boys? What else do we say? I think that's probably it. I mean, my absolute favorite values, Knox at 200, Naismith 160. I really like Harmon at 55. I like Keegan at 41, and I could be forgetting those MGM numbers. KH Lee at 125 on MGM is quite attractive. I like Riley at 50-1. I'm hitting that. Sung Jae at 35. I'm probably hitting that as well. Let's see. Anybody else? Anything else? Those are the ones like for sure are happening, I think. I think that's it. All right. So we got the two shows tonight, betting show, DFS show tonight, breaking down the Travelers. Going to have some US Open thoughts. Regularly scheduled programming is back at Tour Junkies Enterprises, fresh off the Scotland trip. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Give it a like, hit the like button, subscribe, comment here on the YouTube video. Send it to a buddy and say, "Hey man, let's win some money betting on golf together." Hey pal, want to? Your buddy's probably having a real shitty Monday, It's the Monday after a U.S. Open. People, it's not good. He's probably, probably spilled coffee on himself driving to work, and he needs a little pick me up. And you could be like, "Hey, dude, let's win some cash together. Let's be friends. Let's not have to duke it out on the DFS streets or whatever. Let's be friends and make money together." And the Tour Junkies can help you do that. So share the video with a pal, and that would be helpful as well. And check out covers.com where winning starts. Okay, covers.com. If you're gambling on anything, if you're gambling on, pickleball, to go to Covers. I'm sure they have something. Maybe they don't, but they should. But if you're gambling on golf or baseball, which is going on now, I think NBA's done, and everybody's getting ready for football. That means everybody will start ignoring us here in just a little bit. That'll be fun. The 8th year running that we've gotten ignored once football starts. So all of that's on covers.com. Check it out. Let's have a great week, and let's bend over our bookies, people. See ya.